Hi Disney friends, it's Amber with MickeyTravels, and I'm back today to do an update for the month of May for 2015. Last time I talked to you guys, I was on my way to Disney World, so I am back, and I've got some trip updates coming up on my channel, so be looking for those. We did vlog a little bit, so we've also got some footage to share with you there. So the last time I did a video though with an update, it was the end of April, and it just so happened the next week free dining was released for Disney World resorts. The free dining promotion is going to be offered from the very end of August, and it includes all of September, and there's a few weeks in October it doesn't include the middle of October. And then there's a week or two in November, and then there's a week in December. It's very sporadic. If you are traveling during those times and you already have a package booked, you do need to go in and get that updated because free dining is released, which means you get a quick service dining plan if you're at a value resort for free, and you get a regular dining plan for free if you're at a moderate or a deluxe resort. This is the best promotion of the year that Disney gives out, by the way. If you have not booked a trip and you're wanting to visit during that time, I can help you with that. And as well as if you have already booked and it's been less than 30 days, I can help you with that with a simple transfer. So you can contact me about that. This is going to save you tons of money if you are going to be dining anyway with the dining plan, so having it for free is awesome. So be sure to check those prices out on the Disney World website or contact me for a free quote with that new promotion. Disney Cruise Line in the month of May announced that it would be coming back to the New York City port for fall 2016. It also announced that it would be returning to Galveston, Texas. So those prices are now released. You can book all Disney Cruise Line all the way up through December 2016. Where I'm from in the Midwest, Galveston is a great port because it's in driving distance for us instead of having to fly to Florida and then getting on a cruise. That's the cruise that books the quickest in this area. I know the New York cruise is going to be filling up fast, so again, if you're interested in a cruise in the next year or so, you can check the Disney Cruise Line website or contact me, and I do those trips too. So I can help you book a cruise with some of the new ports. They do travel to the Caribbean and the Bahamas in different day lengths. You've got 3, 4, and then 7-night trips that you can take with the cruise. Chef Mickey's is one of the most popular character locations that I book. They have a breakfast and a dinner, and beginning May 31st, they are now offering a brunch. So you now have an extra opportunity to visit Chef Mickey's. It's a one-table service location. It is at the Contemporary Resort, and it is on the dining plan. So that is now something that will hopefully open up some more tables for some people. I know it fills up probably the second fastest for my characters that I look for. The Cinderella's Royal Table and Be Our Guest are tied for ones that book the fastest, and then Chef Mickey's comes in very close. They're open now, so you can find those on the Disney World website to be looking for reservations for those. And they are all the way up, I think, until December. I know with the Be Our Guest reservations, the breakfast was only offered up until July. We haven't heard if those are going to be offered through the rest of the year, but I'm pretty sure the Chef Mickey ones are now open for an extended period of time. We had a few celebrations happen in the month of May. Disneyland decided that they were going to throw a huge party, and they have a ton of new stuff happening for their 60th anniversary. They had a 24-hour party May 22nd, as well as Walt Disney World, which we sort of attended, and you can find out more about that in videos coming up. With the Disneyland 60th anniversary, this one was a bigger 24-hour party than the one at Disney World, just because they were having more things that were themed to their event, being open for 60 years. They have a brand new parade, Paint the Night, and it's a diamond celebration, so their castle is sparkly and diamonds, and they have themed merchandise and themed food. It's a great time to visit Disneyland, and there's also a promotion going on for resort stays there as well. They have 3 resorts on property, and then they also have the Good Neighbor hotels that are in walking distance or less than a mile that can be booked through travel agents too, and you do get the combination of the tickets in the room. The only difference between booking Disneyland and Disney World is Disneyland does not offer a dining plan that is similar to Disney World's. You can purchase character meals in advance. Most of them are breakfast though. I have more details on that, but the celebration itself is, I've seen pictures on Instagram and everywhere. It just looks amazing. I'd love to go visit during this time of year. Be experiencing the location where Walt was when he had his dream and built the park. It's just nice and different to be in his footsteps there, where Walt Disney World is larger and there's more to do, but Disneyland just has this historic value to me. There's some cool places you can look online to see some of the things happening there. And always be sure to check up on my Facebook to see some of the events coming up with the Disneyland celebration for 60 years. Walt Disney World also had its 24-hour party. It was crazy crowded, and coming from personal experience, we decided we were not going to do the full 24 hours. I had observed through other YouTubers that it was not good for the exhaustion factor. We were actually flying in that day, so we decided to try it at night. There was a rain and lightning storm, so a lot of the attractions closed, so we actually had to give up, and we came back the next night since it was extra magic hours. But attendance was very high, it was very crowded, and they did a great job. I didn't get to stay very long, I was kind of upset, but we did get to at least be there for a part of it. It was Frozen themed, and they had Frozen merchandise, and we didn't get to see, but there were some Frozen characters roaming around the property. They also had some Disney Channel characters there, some celebrities. We saw a bunch of teenagers lined up around at Hollywood Studios for some of them the next day because they stuck around. But it was another successful event for Disney World, so if that's something you may want to try, this is the 3rd year in a row, I believe. Maybe the 2nd year in a row that it's been a Memorial Day weekend. I know they had it in February one time. So they do announce that a few months ahead of time if that's something you want to think about doing. Lastly, May was the launch of Star Wars Weekends, and that was the main reason why we went on our trip. So I've got full video footage, and I've got reviews, and we've got tips and all kinds of things happening. The only difference this year with these Star Wars Weekends was they did have a new dining location. It's near the Backlot Express, and it's a quick service, but the Star Wars version was a table service. I don't think you could actually use credits or not. We did not dine there. We had already had reservations for the other 2 dining locations, and we've got video and reviews of those. Rebel Hangar. It's a little part of the restaurant that's themed. They've decorated it. We walked in and took a look around, but they have some really cool themed Star Wars food. So everything else seemed to be the same from what I've seen in the past. All of the characters that you can line up for and visit. We saw almost every single one we wanted to. We didn't really wait in line for a whole lot. The shopping was phenomenal, and I've got full walkthroughs of everything. And then we did see Stars of the Saga to see some of the celebrities. It was extremely hot. We're used to that. We have Missouri humidity. It's a little different than Florida humidity, but it was in the 90s while we were there. But as I always say, plan breaks and everything will work out. So stay tuned for our footage of Star Wars Weekends. If you have any questions about any of the events that happened in May, just leave a comment below and I'd be happy to help you answer. And if you have any Star Wars information that you would like to see in the video, let me know ahead of time. We've got actual footage to put on there, and I thought about doing a Star Wars tips video itself. So any questions about those? I know it's kind of odd for a lot of people to want to visit the Star Wars Weekends that are huge Disney fans, but we saw so many people that were in the spirit of the Disney and Star Wars combination. It was fantastic. There were adults dressed up. There were kids that were, into the older movies. It was a great experience, and so even if you have anyone who slightly enjoys Star Wars, we highly recommend it. Are we going to go again? My mother and I discussed this last night, and we actually said we would probably not visit again unless it was a major celebrity we knew we wanted to see, because we don't know how much they would be changing with some of the events. We enjoyed it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You should at least try if you have a Star Wars fan in your house. All right, thanks for subscribing. I will see you all really soon. We're getting that video footage taken care of so we can have our new videos posted for you with the 3 of us, and we are going to be going again in a year, so be looking forward to that. It'll actually be my husband and I only, and he has never been to Disney World, so that'll be a whole experience, and we'll probably have a whole video series on what to do at Disney with a non-Disney fan. Have a great day, and if you have any questions about Disney planning services, you can also email me or visit my Facebook page. Talk to you all really soon. Have a magical day. Bye.